And welcome to the very first edition of The Edge from the class of 2023. I am Rafe Buchanan.
I'm Jackson Spencer.
And together, we are Jafe.
No, we're not.
On the first edition of The Edge, we take a look at all the new faces around EdTech. And no, I'm not talking about the juniors.
As well as some changes around the building, a fundraiser, and much more. This summer, 3 new people joined the staff here at EdTech. 2 new parapros and 1 teacher were hired this summer. The Edge's Cal Swartz tells us more.
Thank you, Jackson. This year, Mrs. Holbrook returns to EdTech as the Agriscience teacher.
I decided in high school that I really wanted to be a teacher. I love learning. I love helping other people learn. I enjoy working with kids.
Ms. Holbrook did her student teaching at EdTech under the supervision of Mrs. Hyatt. Mrs. Hyatt will be retiring in November. Meanwhile, in MEP, Mr. Streasick goes from a military job to a classroom.
My previous job, I was a member of the United States Air Force. I was avionics element supervisor for the 191st Maintenance Squadron stationed at Sulphurridge.
Mr. Najor, who was also in the Air Force, encouraged Mr. Streasick to apply after he retired. You may recognize Mr. Streasick's last name because his wife, Mrs. Streasick, works in student services. Mrs. Case is the new parapro for nursing careers.
I went to a couple of different places actually for my degree. I went to Ross Medical in Port Huron for my medical assisting. I went to Baker College for my associates in pharmacy technician. And I went to University of Michigan for my associates in applied science for English and healthcare.
Mrs. Case has taught phlebotomy for the adult education program here at EdTech for 4 years. She will continue teaching those classes at night. These won't be the only new hires that will happen this year. Currently there are interviewings for paraprofessional positions in diesel technology and public safety.
Reporting from The Edge, I'm Kyle Swartz.
The new staff is not the only change that you'll see around EdTech. Parts of the new building received some much needed renovations. Marketing and entrepreneurship got some new flooring and shelves for the Bodega. You may have already noticed the very bright cement blinding you when you get off the bus. That's because of the new cement that was poured in over the summer. Mr. Najor says first impressions are everything.
So the front entrance of our building, to me, is the most important part of the building. That's where the most people see it. That's where everyone coming in, students, staff, visitors. So it's very important that it looks the best.
But the changes aren't stopping here. There will soon be big changes coming to EdTech. We will have more on that coming up. 1 student from public safety and 1 from culinary returned to EdTech after the summer, knowing that they are top 10 in the nation for their skills. SkillsUSA Nationals were held in Atlanta, Georgia at the end of June. Senior Brianna Harmon from North Branch competed in criminal justice. Lapeer's Anna Busk took 9th place in action skills. Harmon and Busk were 2 of 3 EdTech students who made it to the national competition. Graduate Victoria Hatfield, also of public safety, competed in CPR and first aid.
EdTech is collecting donations for the Whaley Foundation. It's an organization that helps families in need of assistance. The Edge's Daniel Guthery has the details.
Thanks, Jackson. We are here in the front lobby where the Giving Tree is located. It's filled with cards, like these, that help people figure out what to donate.
The donations are being collected by the Marketing and Entrepreneurship class.
The Whaley Foundation is a home in Flint that helps children who are either temporarily taken from their parents while their parents are growing and maturing, or some of them are seeking a permanent home.
The Whaley Foundation was founded in 1922. They usually help around 60 to 90 kids a year. Many of these children have experienced abuse, neglect, and other trauma. Ms. Smith has been supporting this foundation for a while now, and last year she got her class involved.
So last year was actually the first year that we worked with the Whaley's Children's Center to gather donations.
When it comes to making a donation, people could pick from gift cards to Legos and even MP3 players.
I've always wanted to volunteer there, and time is such that it's difficult for me, so I thought this would be a great way to give back. And we were so successful last year, they asked if we would help them again this year.
Everyone is hoping that this year's drive will be as successful as the last year's. Reporting for The Edge, I'm Daniel Guthery.
If you would like to donate, grab a card off the Giving Tree in the entrance of the building and drop off your donation in the marketing class by the end of this month.
2 schools year This school year, 2 classes are joining forces on one project. The Edge's Bethany Urbanek has the details.
Auto body repair and automotive mechanics are teaming up to fix a 1967 Camaro. Auto body is currently working on the body of the Camaro.
We are currently sanding it down so we can reprime it and then later paint it.
After the body is finished, the car then heads to the auto mechanics class.
Once it's over in our hands, we'll be able to kind of tag team on it. One of us building motors, some of us over here working on suspension, fuel lines, all the bits and bobs that we need to make it run and be pretty.
Miss Scotty and her class are especially excited for this project.
Absolutely. This is something I wanted to bring into the program last year. We just didn't have the time, and got the perfect candidate now, so I'm hoping we make it, and I'm really excited for the students to actually get rewarded for all their hard work in here.
Students are also happy about collaborating together.
I hope to learn kind of a team building thing between 2 different classes, as that's something we have yet to do yet. And I'm looking forward to learning more and more about building this motor up in the car.
Just some skills I could use in a job if I pursue this as a career.
The hope is that the project will be done in time for Autorama in February of this year from the 24th to the 26th at Huntington Place in Detroit. We will follow this project as it comes along. Reporting for The Edge, I'm Bethany Urbanek.
The Bodega is officially open.
It opened last week after much anticipation. Our Trent Savage has the story.
Returning students have been patiently waiting for the Bodega to open this year.
Since this is our 2nd year with using the Bodega, I think it's going to be much easier opening it up.
The reason students love the Bodega varies.
I don't know, I just like to go on break and go in there and not have to be in my class.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Me and my friends, we go to the Bodega almost every day. So
one good thing about the Bodega being open this year is students don't have to worry about losing their money to the vending machine. But I'm not afraid to try it. Oh, god dang it. Like that time at Freddie Mercury's house. What is it? Say 153, baby. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Wait, what? No. What the? What? No. Oh. Ow. What's up? Oh, yeah, that's right. Reporting from The Edge, I'm Trent Savage. You stay classy.
I could really go for some ramen right about now.
Well, you're going to have to wait, so.
But
Well, that's all for this edition of The Edge.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Edge LC. We are Jake, signing out.